In this video, I'm going to show you how to solve the Pyraminx. Now, there's a few things you're going to need to know before you actually begin to solve it. First off are the pieces. These are the corner pieces. There are 3 of them on each face. However, if you're looking at a 3x3, you'll notice there are 4 corners. So that's something else that's a little bit different. And then we have 3 edge pieces here. On the 3x3, there are 4 edges, which is something else that's a little bit different. And then lastly, these are the 3 centerpieces. And in the 3x3, there's just 1 centerpiece. Now for the notation. This is R, L, and U. In this tutorial, I will not be using the D, F, or B moves. This is R prime, L prime, and U prime. Now for the color scheme. On the Pyraminx, there are no opposite faces, because since we've been using this face here, I'll just use an example. The opposite of red is this edge right here. It's not a face. Blue and yellow are faces that are on either side of it, but not directly behind it. So there is no yellow is opposite of white, for example, in 3x3. That does not exist on the Pyraminx. So I'm just going to go over the colors on this Pyraminx. The colors in yours might be different. It'll still solve the same way. It'll just be a little bit harder to follow along. So we have red, yellow, green, and blue. Now for the corners on the Pyraminx, you do not have to worry about notation for those, because there is no notation for them. They are not used in algorithms. So with all that said, let's go ahead and get started. The first step in solving the Pyraminx is to solve the centers on each face. Now when we solve the centers, we do not know which face is which, because there are 3 centers that are all different colors. However, when we solve the centers, we will know. Now you can only solve the centers in one way, and that is to get all the colors, for example yellow, onto the yellow face. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and start with green. We have 1 green centerpiece right here. And I'm just going to test out to see if this is the green face. But first we're going to match the corners with their correct centerpiece. So we have yellow here, and the yellow centerpiece is right here. So go ahead and match it up like that. And next we have this corner, which is already matched up. Right here we have the red, matched up with this red centerpiece. And lastly we have this blue, which can be matched up with the blue centerpiece right here. So now we're going to go back to the green face, or what we hope is the green face. And we're going to go ahead and solve the centers. Now the centers never move off of the axis that they're on. So for example, this centerpiece can never move off of this axis here. It will always stay on this axis. So we have this centerpiece here, and we need to find 2 more green centerpieces. One that's on this axis, and one that's on this axis. Which we have one right here. So we just rotate it over. And the last one that's on this axis is right... Well, actually, there isn't another one on this axis. This is one of those cases you might run into. So, next we're going to go ahead and put all these green centerpieces on this face, because we notice that our last green center is right here. So if we rotate that up, we can then rotate this centerpiece over, and rotate this one down as well. So we've solved all of our centers on the Pyraminx. The next step in solving the Pyraminx is to solve the edges on this first layer that we're solving here. Now, to do this, we need to find all the edges that are going to be on this layer here. So go ahead and start with this green and red edge. We need to get the green part of the edge on the red face, so it looks like this. We can tell this is the red face because when it was unsolved, these 2 centers right here were red. So now the green is on the red face. We do not want the red to be on the red face, just the green. So next we're going to notice which side the edge is on. It's on the left side of our green face. So we're going to do this algorithm to solve this edge. We're going to hold this face that we're solving first facing us, and with the edge in this bottom layer here, we're going to go ahead and do this algorithm. L, U prime, L prime, U. It's a very short and simple algorithm, but it inserts this edge. So for our last edge here, we have the green and blue edge. We want to get the green part of the edge on the blue side. So we just rotate it over like this. As you can see here, the green is on the blue side. Again, this is the blue face because both of these centers are blue. So next we're going to notice which side our green face is on. It is on the left. When it's on the left and our edge is on the right, you're going to do this algorithm. Again, holding this edge so that it's in this bottom layer here. And we're going to do R prime, U, R, U prime. So as you can see here, we have solved our first layer here. Now you can do this to any layer on your Pyraminx. It does not matter which one you do it to. The outcome will always be the same and you will always solve it the same way. After you've solved your first layer here, which is for us is green, we're going to put that as our bottom layer. As you can see here, this first layer right here is all solved. So next what we're going to do is we're going to solve these centers so that they go on their correct face. So we just rotate it over once, and as we can see here, we know all of the faces. Next, you should have two corners that are of different colors that are on a different face color. When you have this, you want that face to be facing you. And with this solved face as your bottom face, we're going to go ahead and do this algorithm. L, R prime, L prime, R, U, R, U prime, R prime. As you can see here, this pair has moved over to this face. So now we're going to go ahead and do that same algorithm again. Again with these two faces, these two edges facing us. And this green face, or a solved face, is our bottom face. We're going to do this algorithm. L, R prime, L prime, R, U, R, U prime, R prime. So we have to do this algorithm one last time. The algorithm is L, R prime, L prime, R, U, R, U prime, R prime. The last step in solving the Pyraminx is to solve all of these corners here. Now we're going to mess up our center pieces here and solve these edges. So we're going to go ahead and move these edges over so that they are on their correct face, like this. Next, we're going to go ahead and notice how we're going to hold our Pyraminx. We're going to hold it so that the green face, or our most solid face, is our bottom face. And real quickly here, you do not want to rotate your corner back because that is not necessary for this algorithm we're about to perform. So with holding our most solid face, or our green face in this case, is our bottom face, and holding one of these other unsolved faces so that it's facing us, we're going to do this algorithm. R, U, R prime, U, R, U, R prime, U. So as you can see here, you have solved your Pyraminx. Thanks for watching this tutorial on how to solve your Pyraminx. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button down below, and please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it.